Hi guys, welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. I know things are a little bit different than I thought they would be. I'm sure you guys are in the same boat there, but we're virtual and yeah, that's what we got to deal with right now. So anyway, my name is Mr. Comunale. I will be your biology teacher for the year. I teach 3 different sections of biology. I teach AP, Honors, and Keystone Biology. So a little bit about me. Here's my family. That's Mrs. Comunale. She's also a teacher at Albert Gallatin. She's a bio teacher right down the hall from when we are in person again. And that's our daughter, Lily. So I know in the past we have used Chromebooks at Albert Gallatin, but maybe not to their full potential. So this year, we definitely are going to be using them to their full potential. This is pretty much going to be our means of communication between you and me while we're virtual. So make sure every day, guys, you have your Chromebooks and you're using them. Make sure you log on to every single one of your classes every single day, because you're going to have to submit assignments that day for that class, and that's how we're going to take attendance for the day. So I know in the past, paper and pencil was like, how we're going to submit assignments. A little bit different this year. Everything is going to be submitted virtually. So we don't really need paper and pencil right now for while we're virtual. Everything's going to be on the Chromebooks. I got 5 different platforms I'm going to use. Canvas, if you are watching this video, you probably already logged on to Canvas. You were able to use it a little bit. Maybe you don't understand it completely, but we'll get there. But if you guys are also watching this video, we are going to have a live session every day, and we're going to have a non-live session every day. So right now, this is obviously the non-live session. Our goal is to get as many of you as possible into the live session. So you should be logging on every day, should be getting into the live session. And then this is just going to be like your backup plan with, oh crap, my internet isn't working today. That's when you're going to use these videos. So we're going to use Canvas. I'm still going to use Google Classroom with you guys because I really like Google Classroom. I think the assignments are more student friendly and they're easier for you to fill out. I also have my own website. It's Mr. Comunale's website. I have my own YouTube channel. I've had it for about 5 years. I used to teach chemistry and biology at my old school. Now I just teach biology, so you'll see a lot of the recent videos are just bio. And then lastly, for our live sessions every day, we're going to be using Zoom for that. So here is my website, guys. Let me take you to there, show you a little bit with that. Okay, so if we go to my website here, I made this website a few years ago, and you guys are all going to be under the biology tab. So I have a few different tabs here, and if you scroll to the bottom, that little guy, he'll take you to my YouTube page. There's all the remind links, so I will talk about those in a little bit. But there is a biology tab. We're going to click on that. And again, guys, this is just my website. There's no assignments on here or anything. This is more like a just extra resource for you in case you want it or want to review. So as we go through all these videos, guys, that I'm making for you, we are going to be going through all the PowerPoint slides. We're going to be having discussions. But let's say, oh, what did Mr. Comunale say about this slide? What you can do is go under Chapter 2 Notes. There's a little button there. And here is everything that we went over on any particular day, okay? So it's a nice resource for you guys. Everything's in the PDF. I have everything linked, so nothing really will get downloaded to your computer with respect to the notes, which is kind of nice. Doesn't take up all the space. So, but that's my website, okay? So if we go back to this, here is our normal everyday, get me out of the way here. Here's our normal everyday schedule. So during the morning, we're going to be uploading videos to teachers. We're going to be in different meetings and stuff like that. So we're kind of operating on a 2-hour delay schedule. But after that, we're going to start live instruction. It starts at like 9:20 every day. And you guys can see there's all your periods. 9:20 to 9:50, we're going to be with first period. 9:55 to 10:25, we're going to be with second period. So during this time, if you're a student in my 4th period class and you have a question at like, I don't know, 9:30, well, I'm live with other students. I won't be able to answer them. So you kind of just got to wait till your periods in. Kind of the same as like normal school, guys. You know, you're not going to come knocking on my door in first period or whatever. But what's nice about this schedule, at the end of the day, we have office hours, okay? So during the live time, guys, from periods 1 to period 10, we're going to be live with you guys. We're going to be on Zoom. Now, at the end of the day, during office hours, I'm going to work mainly on Remind 101 with that, where you guys can text me, ask me questions on there, and then if we need to Zoom, we can Zoom during that time. But what I don't want to do is have like a Zoom link for office hours every day, because I have 3 different sections, guys. I don't want an AP student in there with all my other students, because the AP, it's a college level course. It's for the juniors and seniors. It's very, very hard biology. The content is very rigorous. I don't want them giving you guys all this information that you don't need and then confusing you. So anyway, here's our schedule for the day, guys. So we are going to be on Zoom every day. And if I go into Canvas here, there we go. I'm going to click on period 4 for Canvas. Okay, so here's, let me get in the student view here. There we go. So this is what you guys should be seeing. Here is our home page. All right. There's the Remind 101 code. We'll talk about that again in a second or two. But with this, guys, if we go up top, we're going to see some different tabs here. There's syllabus, there's announcements. There's a link to my website, which is kind of nice. So if you guys need to get on there, you just click that button. It'll take you right to my website. But under announcements, here's going to be your daily Zoom link. Now, I don't want to click on it because that's for 4th period. But the Zoom link is going to take you to the Zoom for every day. Now, 4th period is going to use that same Zoom link every single day. 5th period, it's going to be a tab under yours for announcements. 5th period is going to use the same Zoom link every day, okay? So it's going to be the, like I said, the same thing every day, which is nice. Oops. Okay. And then also, guys, on my home page here, if I scroll down to the bottom, I have your Google Classroom code. So again, this is just for 4th period. I'm under 4th period's page, but make sure you go on your Canvas page and get your Google Classroom code, and then put that code into your Google Classroom. That way you're on my Google Classroom and you can fill out all the assignments and stuff like that. So make sure you do that sometime. All right. Okay. Next slide. I'm not even going to click on it. You guys can see the big Remind thing there. So different places I have the Remind codes. One is if we are right in, go back to student view here. If we are right in Canvas, there is your code to join the period 4 honors biology Remind. Now, if you're in period 7, obviously don't put it in for period 4. You want to go with period 7, so you click on, you know, the period 7 one. But the other place I have it, all the Remind codes. Oh, and by the way, these Remind codes here are the ones, like if you have the app, you could just enter that in and you're all done. But the full Remind codes, if you don't want to download the app, they're on my website. And the only difference is they start with rmd.at/ and then there's the rest of it, okay? So make sure, guys, you sign up for Remind, because during my office hours, if you have a question on something, you just text me and I'll text you right back and everything's cool, all right? Okay, your book. All right, here's your book. It has a nice little owl on the front. It's called Modern Biology. It's a very good book. It's straight to the point, doesn't give you all the extra mumbo jumbo. But if I were to click on this, okay, I have, oops, sorry guys, there we go. Okay, I have everything for you guys to get into the online book, and I'll give you where the code's at in a minute. But the online book right here, if I go into chapter 1, let's say I want to go to section 1, okay? The thing is, this confuses a lot of students at first. Chapter 1, section 1, you got to hit go, okay? So make sure you hit go. If not, it doesn't take you to that page. Same thing, if you want to go to section 2, you go to section 2. It takes you to that page, okay? And then we just go, if you want to go to page 11, you go to next, you know, and it'll help you through, okay? Where I have this, guys, right at the bottom of your Canvas page here, right before the Google Classroom code, we have the link, we have your username and the password, which are the same. for the online book. Okay, so there's everything you need with your book. Now, for assignments, okay, in order to get you guys, I guess, like present every day, in order to put you in as present for attendance, we got to have due dates every single day. So we're going to teach you guys, we're going to do a live session. You're going to have a YouTube video if you want to watch it. If you're at the live session, you don't have to watch the YouTube video. But the due dates are going to be every day at 10 p.m. Okay. So whatever assignment you have that day, you want to make sure you submit it before 10 p.m. because that's when we're going to be looking to make sure, okay, did this student do their work for today? And then we will count you as present or absent for that day. So make sure, guys, log in every day, do the assignment, keep up, because we are using the assignments as your attendance, okay? At the end of the year, you guys are going to have to take the Keystone exam. Now, I know with COVID and everything, it's a crazy time. Last year, the students didn't take it, and I don't know what's going on for this year yet, if they're going to have to make it up or not. But we're going to have to take the Keystones at some time throughout your high school career, and it counts toward your graduation. So there's 3 classes you have to take a Keystone in: algebra, biology, and literature. So this class is very important to you guys. I don't want to say it's more important than your other classes, but I do want to say that it does count toward your graduation. So you want to take this class seriously. You want to keep up with the material, just because, again, you're going to have to take this test at the end of the year, and it's cumulative on everything we have learned, okay? Right now, guys, since we're virtual, it's kind of hard for me to track cheating and stuff like that, okay? But at the same time, please don't plagiarize off your friends. Please don't copy their answers like word for word and stuff like that. I'll be able to tell that sort of thing. So the easiest way to do it, guys, is do your own work, okay? I found this picture on cheating and I thought it was funny. This is in Thailand. They make the students wear these kind of weird hats to make sure they're not cheating. So kind of cool. But anyway, we're going to also be doing tests virtually. We'll be doing them in person also when we get back. But we're going to be doing most of that stuff through Google Classroom. So again, guys, make sure you go into Google Classroom, put in the codes that I put on Canvas, so that way you're enrolled in my Google Classroom, okay? And on exam day, it's going to work the same as any other day, okay? You're only going to have to do an exam that day. That's going to be your only assignment. So that's going to give me your attendance for the day as well. It's the same thing as an assignment, okay? Report cards, guys. Biology is very, very rigorous. I know, like, a lot of the honor students are like, oh, I have gotten 100% the whole time throughout all of my high school career, okay? Biology is hard. We're going to explore, especially for the honor students and the AP students, more kind of situational questions, more, I guess, like life scenario questions, and apply the material to different situations. So with that, guys, it brings about a different type of thinking than other classes, but at the same time, it's going to prepare you more for the even more rigorous classes in biology. For right now, guys, don't worry about getting notebooks or anything like that. We'll talk about that when we get back into person. I know all of you, boys, girls, you know, we're going to have these nice unicorn ones with the glitter all over. I get it, you know. I'd be using it. No, I'm just teasing. But anyway, guys, don't worry about getting school supplies right now. Wait till we get back in person so we see what's going on, okay? One of my goals, guys, is to help you with study tips. Throughout my time at Albert Gallatin, I've taught biology, but I've also tried to help students with learning how to study. I know this, you know, person here, they're staring at this book. I know even I've done this myself. You read the same paragraph like 50 times, okay? And you just keep reading this paragraph and you're not getting anything out of it. So my goal is to try to help you so you learn how to study, what works for you. And for everyone, it's going to be different, okay? Studying is going to be a lot different because everyone's going to have different ways of study and everyone has different ways of learning. So our goal is to, for each of you, figure out a way that studying comes natural to you and, you know, helps you throughout the rest of your high school and even your college career later on. There is our lovely coronavirus. Yeah. So hopefully, guys, this pandemic ends soon. Hopefully, Fayette County gets a little bit better in the upcoming weeks. Keep your fingers crossed. And hopefully, we'll all be able to go back to in-person learning. Now, I know once we get back, in-person learning is going to look a little different. I'm sure we'll have masks on. I will, you will, everyone will, right? And we're going to have to keep them masks on. Now, once we get the notification that we're getting back to in-person, I don't know if you guys are wearing masks right now or not, but I know over the weekend, I had to wear a mask for like 40 minutes at one time. And it was horrible because I haven't been wearing a mask because I've been at home. If I'd ever had to go out, I wore a mask, but it wasn't for a long period of time. It might have been 5 minutes. Now it's like, okay, I had to go out for 40 minutes. I had to wear a mask the whole time. It's a very big shock to your system. So when we go back in, guys, I would actually try and just wear a mask for like 10, 20 minutes at a time to try a transition before we get back into the classroom. Because once we get back into the classroom, you're going to have to wear your mask for 48 minutes at one time without taking it off. And it's a big shock to your system. So, it's like practice before we put the whole thing into effect. But I think good things are coming, guys. I'm hoping we are going to be back in school sooner rather than later. So hopefully that all comes about. And I know a lot of people think like teachers just like live under their desks, and then it's like, oh, first period started, they're going to come out, and they never leave the school. I know a lot of teachers aren't like that, guys. We do have normal lives, but at this point, I will be very happy when we get back into the classroom. I may not quite look like this, but I'll be excited for when we return. So anyway, that's my introduction, guys. Make sure you sign on to Google Classroom. And then there's also going to be an assignment open on the syllabus. And it's just a little bit about you guys. I want to know like what you want me to call you when we get back to in person. Now, nothing crazy, like a nickname. Like if your name is Timothy, you might like to go by Tim or something like that. I don't want you to be like, oh yeah, my name's Timothy, but I go by like Tractor Trailer or something like that. No. Just what you want me to call you if you have a nickname. And then on Canvas, there's a syllabus tab. You guys can read through the syllabus and then just sign on the Google assignment that you have read the syllabus. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.